Namaste guys, and welcome back to Abba Yoga Online. My name's Chris, and today I've got a beautifully calming yin sequence for you. We're going to be focusing largely on the hips and the frontal fascia, because the hips are where we tend to hold some of our old emotions that we kind of cement down and bury down and pretend that it's fine, it doesn't matter, and then the hips get tight, and then we start getting postural, physical imbalances that affects the rest of our life. So it's nice every now and again to reset from the center out and loosen up through the hips. I'd like you to get close to a little bit of wall if you can, and if it's possible, get yourself either a yoga belt or tie a couple of regular trouser belts together using the buckles. I'll give you a couple of moments to do that, maybe put it on pause. And then when you're ready, we're going to settle down into Sukhasana with the knees crossed like this. And I'd like you to push your sit bones down into the ground and stack your spinal joints nice and tall so the crown of your head can feel like it's lifting as you draw your chin mildly towards your throat. Jaw is parallel to the floor. And we'll just open with a few rounds of 4-8 breath. That just means that we inhale for 4 and then exhale for 8. And as we exhale, we're relaxing the diaphragm to let the air leave the body, stimulating the parasympathetic, so the nervous system that's responsible for rest and digest. So as we breathe out, we relax, we tell the nervous system to heal. Good. So when you're ready, we'll count together. I'll use my right hand, you don't need to. Let the air naturally leave your lungs, and then inhale with me for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale all the way from 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep going, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, good, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe normally. That was the rehearsal. Now that you've got the hang of it, I'd like you to switch. So you focus very much on only breathing through your nose. The physiological advantages for your health from breathing through your nose are well documented. If you breathe through your mouth, all you're doing is accepting anything that's in the atmosphere straight into your lungs and drying out your throat. So I'd like you to seal your lips for these next 4 counts together. And we'll come through our count of 4, 8, lips sealed, and you're using your nose to breathe. Good. Of course, my lips won't be sealed because I'll be talking to you. So seal your lips and allow the air to naturally leave your body, and we'll go for 4 counts of 4-8 breath. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8 through the nose. 7, 6. Slowly. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale twice more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time together. Inhale 1 through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Exhale long and slow through the nose. 8, 7, 6, 5. Relaxing. 4, 3, 2. Keep going. 1. And breathe normally. Relax. And just observe the sensations in your body. You may have felt a little bit of breath hunger at the bottom part of the count, and that's okay. We're training the body to move deeper into the relaxing part of the breath. Good, so our first posture is designed to open up right into the hips. So I'd like you to grab a bolster or a cushion or anything you can, maybe a rolled up towel, rolled up blanket will do nicely as well, and place it across the middle of your mat, and you're going to use it to support the back of your hips so you can lift and stretch out through the fascia of your hips. We're going to hold this pose together for 2 minutes, and I'll use a timer so we can be accurate. Good. So come to lie with your sacroiliac joints supported on your rolled up blanket, duvet or cushion. So not the back of your thighs, the back of your hips. So you're really lifting up to stretch through the fascia of the frontal hip joint and using gravity to roll down through the length of the body. So this really radiates through the whole anterior line of your body. Good. Simply relaxing your arms onto the ground. Take a nice long breath in. And then exhale deeper into your posture. You're letting go, right? So all those little pockets of stress or tension or dis-ease can softly go. Magic ingredients of the yin practice, and one of the reasons why this is such a good opening posture is to find stillness and use time. These two ingredients allow you to move beyond just the muscles. As the muscles open and lengthen and soften to their length, the stretch then gently moves, if you allow it to go slow, into the connective tissue, the fascia. So it gently reaches through and beyond the muscle and out into the tendons. The fascia will connect through the tendons, in through the bones and in through the ligaments. So just enforcing this tiny bit of very positive stress through the ligaments, so that when you release from the posture, those ligaments are triggered to reabsorb cellular fluids and begin a regeneration process. Allowing yourself the calmness and stillness. As we deepen into the practice, I will speak less and less, giving you space to move beyond your thoughts and into your body. Couple more breaths in this pose. Good. And when you're ready, gently move your hips off your prop and allow the whole of your body to rest onto the ground. And when we come to these resting poses between the postures, we call this the rebound effect. We're just allowing the body to reset. And maybe allowing the awareness to sense the changes in the body created by the posture. It's a good time to put your planning mind to one side and feel into the intelligence of your body. You don't have to understand it. It's way more complex than most of us mere thinking mortal minds can accept. But it is wonderful to witness the intelligence of your own body working. Good. So this next pose will take us into the inner hips, so the inner thighs, inner hips, and also gently start opening through the outer hips as well. And this one's the one we need the wall for. So I'd like you to wiggle your bum so you're pretty much sitting next to a wall. Pretty much sitting next to a wall. So your bum cheek's actually next to the wall. It's just easier that way. And then roll down onto the floor and press your bum onto the ground and use the wall. So your bum cheeks are touching the ground, and reach your heels up against the wall. And then just widen your legs as much as is comfortable. Now, my legs may open to a different angle to yours. Don't use it as a point of reference. Yours may be wider, they might be narrower. It doesn't make any difference. What I need you to do is find the first point of sensation through the inner thighs. So where the tendons and muscles have just got to that point of comfortable extension. Don't try and stretch, don't try and deepen it. You'll get stretch reflexes which will start to protect you. You need the muscles to relax and soften. So first point of sensation, and we'll start the clock for another 2 minutes. I'd like you to send your arms nice and wide as well, so you can allow yourself to open up through your heart and chest space. And maybe send your awareness in towards your belly button, and as you breathe in, get a sense of your belly button lifting up towards the heavens as you breathe in a full breath. And then as you exhale, get a sense of your belly button settling back down towards the earth. Good. Maybe you can follow the pattern of your breath through your body without the desire to control your breath. Just allow it to be long and slow and light. Long and slow and light. It's a really good way to let go a little deeper into your healing journey. Breath is long and slow and light, and maybe, just maybe, you can allow your lips to press together and slow the breath down gently, so much so that the little hairs inside your nose are only just gently waving as you inhale slowly and exhale slowly. And as you relax, maybe your breath slows so much that the little hairs inside your nose barely move. Couple more breaths in this pose, yogis. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, you can softly come into a rebound before we come to the next posture. The next posture will be using the wall as well, so don't go too far away. Maybe just peel your legs gently away from the ground and bring yourself into a position where you can relax through the target area, softening, allowing your body to easy slow down. If you notice the effects of your planning mind in the rebound, I invite you to send your awareness into your hands and sense the energy of your hands. If you really open yourself to it, it's just possible you will feel the energy in your hands. It's like a gentle buzzing just across the palm of the hands and the fingers to the fingertips. Good. Sensing the energy in your hand means that you know exactly where your hands are without having to see them, without having to touch them. You know that they are because you can feel them. Nice. So this next posture will set up for the outer back thigh, so your buttocks basically. And what you're going to do is come back to the wall, but without pressing your bum quite so close to the wall. You'll have a little gap, about the space of, I don't know, a football or two, and place your right foot on the wall, and then take your left ankle and put it on top of your right knee. Now it helps to lift your hips up first, opens up, press your left ankle on your right knee, and then soften your hips towards the ground. And you may need to adjust maybe a little closer to the wall, or probably a little further from the wall, so you can feel this stretch now orientating in the outer left bum cheek. You'll feel a secondary stretch possibly on the inner left thigh as well. I don't want you to go too deep. I just want you to encourage the target area to open. That's the left bum cheek. And we'll start our timer again. So remember the two magic ingredients of the yin practice are stillness and time. So find your stillness and give yourself the gift of time. we'll be here for 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes of presence. No, not Christmas presents. Presence. Being right here, right now, in this moment. Maybe once you touch this moment with your awareness, you can expand into the present moment, noticing that all fear lives in the future, so why imagine yourself there? All regret lives in the past, so why imagine yourself there? Happiness lies in the present moment and nowhere else. Last 30 seconds in this pose. Yogis, we have arrived. Time for you to gently ease yourself out of this posture, nice and slow. We're opening up through the fascial tissues. Slow movement means that those tissues can stay open. If you suddenly move around, contract your muscles, you'll encourage them to tighten again. So take a little break, let go, lie down. And maybe you can just dive your awareness from your hands into your glutes and notice the difference now between your left outer thigh and your right outer thigh. There's an energy transfer that comes with the yin practice. If you feel this, it's so subtle you might not, but if you feel this, it's generally the movement of chi energy reigniting through the meridians to nourish your internal organs. Good, well done for respecting your own stillness. Our next posture will take us into the back of the left hamstring. So if you have a belt or a couple of belts handy or even a yoga belt handy, please reach for it now and take one end and just place it around the sole of your left foot. You may need to adjust the length of your strap or belts so that you can place the other end of your belt around the back of your occiput. That's the sort of bony part of the back of your head. And you'll get a nice stretch through the back of your left leg. And we're going to encourage this now that we've opened up through the front of the hip and the side of the hip and the back of the hip. Just reach down through the outer back of the hip and into the back of the knee and the calf. Relaxing through the whole assembly now. Just letting go. For some of us, finding stillness in the physical body can be quite triggering. if you're finding your planning mind interfering with your process, maybe use yourself a lovely little mantra, inhaling to quietly say the word inside your heart, so, and exhaling to quietly say the word hum. Inhaling so, exhaling hum. So, hum. So, hum. Good. Last couple of breaths in this juicy pose. All right, yogis, we have arrived. Time to softly release yourself from this posture and just relax your leg back onto the floor. Now that we've done the left side, we'll have a little rebound and come to the right side before opening up through the heart space and taking our final resting pose. You're doing really well. Stay with me for a little longer, if you choose to. So in just a couple of moments, we're going to set up to open up through the right butt cheek using our modified sleeping swan posture. So get ready to slowly move yourself perpendicular to the wall again. So you can press your left foot this time onto the wall with your bum maybe the space of a football or two away from the wall. You press your left foot down. Go ahead and lift your hips up to get some angle into it and pop your right ankle on your left knee and slowly soften your hips down towards the ground and look for that comfortable first point of sensation, this time in your right butt cheek. We'll set the timer for another 2 minutes. Maybe you open up your arms, allow the energy to open through your heart. Take a nice long breath and settle deeper into your stillness. If the mantra was working for you, the Sanskrit words you were repeating simply mean, I am that. The deeper meaning is, I am part of the universe. The universe is part of me. I am that. So, hum. Maybe you wish to maintain this connection with the universe. Simply inhaling and exhaling the words. So, hum. So, hum. Last few breaths in this posture. yogis, it's time to release yourself. Nice and slow, letting go. Come back to your rebound and let the ground hold you. So lucky on this beautiful blue little planet that we have Mother Earth supporting us. When we lie down on the ground, she's quite willing to hold our entire body weight so we can let go completely. In a moment we're going to start to open out through the lower right glute muscles and into the right hamstring, just like before, but on the other side. So take a hold of your belt or your strap. Press your right sole up into the sky. Just wrap the other end of your strap around the back of your occiput, bony part of your skull. And we'll start our timer once again. Maybe you can just relax, soften into your pose. If you do come up against any resistance, rather than trying to fight it, ignore it, turn away from it, or say it'll be fine, what would happen if you sent your awareness straight into the resistance that you may feel? Almost as if you were to walk towards your resistance and embrace it and sit with it entirely and completely right here, right now. No matter what comes up, sit with it and see what happens to its energy. If you fight it, or if you resist it, or if you try and lock it out or turn away from it, see what happens to its energy. The yogis call this tapas, or fire, or heat. To sit into the tapas, to sit into the fire. So the fire can burn itself out because your energy is far greater than the resistance you feel. That's coming from somewhere else. And if you sit with it purely and completely, it will go back to somewhere else. Last couple of breaths in this posture. All right, yogis, we have arrived. Be slow and compassionate as you release your right foot. Take the strap away and come back into your rebound. Let go. Be soft. Feel compassion for yourself. And carry on breathing through your nose if you remembered, that's good. Especially if you choose to breathe through your nose now. It's not something I can tell you to do. I can't tell you to breathe through your nose. That would be silly. But you can choose to use your nose to breathe the air for your health, if you wish. So setting up for our penultimate posture, to open up through the heart space. Gently grab yourself some sort of bolster or cushion because it can be comfortable to open up onto this. And we're going to come into puppy dog to open up through the frontal fascial lines in front of the heart space. So come into a kneeling position. Have your bolster ready. You may choose to use it, may not. Cushion, rolled up blanket, whatever you have at home is fine. Then walk your hands forward and lower your heart towards the ground. Open up through the front line. Maybe you rest your forehead onto the ground. We'll start our timer and allow this journey to permeate through the front of your heart space. If you feel any pinching in your shoulders, it's very important to bend your elbows and let the pinching resolve itself. Otherwise, allow the stretch to move beyond the arms and the armpits and into the triceps. Let your heart be free. Let it open. Some like to imagine a door in the heart space, just opening on its hinges. Some like to imagine a flower like a lotus leaf on a pond, in the heart space opening up, allowing its delicate petals to open to the sun to absorb the richness of the light from the sunshine. Allow your heart now to open up, spread its wings, broaden and expand. You can never absorb too much love into your heart. Last couple of breaths in this pose, and I bet you wish you could stay just a little longer as you now open your heart space, the physical fascia surrounding your heart space lengthening and softening and liquefying the energetic space inside your heart, opening, getting ready for our final posture. So gently release yourself from this pose and come to lie onto your back. The yin version of Shavasana is called pentangle. It means that we have the opportunity to just open up. Now, I like to have my legs nice and wide. You may want to put a cushion underneath your knees. And when you lie down, do it gently, with compassion. And give yourself a little space so you can send your arms nice and wide, reaching out. Now that you've opened up through your heart space, allow your heart to absorb the radiance of the universe above you as you surrender into the stillness of your final resting pose. I invite you to stay here 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe you even bless yourself with 6 full restful